fam. It's your local fitness go-to girl, Fee King, and her producer extraordinaire.
Say cool, say cool.
Say cool, right? The one and only, hooking us up on the live. I'm gonna have you do it, babe. Hooking us up on the live on the gram. We live.
Live on the gram, live on the gram. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Happy Friday. Welcome back to the Fee King Show. Nelson said, hey, wow. Welcome back to Nelson. Cut it out. Welcome back to the Fee King Show. It goes down every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, God willing, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until 12 noon. Fridays, as you know, I announced last week that Fridays are, what is it? On the road again with Too Tight, Tonya Jones and Fee Key. That is on the road again with Fee and T. Too Tight, Tonya Jones is actually on the road. She is at a retreat in Mexico. I said, girl, you will travel. We're going to get some t-shirts. We'll travel. And so Too Tight, Tonya Jones will be back next Friday. So let's get to this. What is the Fee King Show all about? Why is the Fee King Show in existence? Let me tell you why. Because something happened called COVID. COVID inspired, moved me into action to create this show because I really wanted to know who people are and were. Who are you? What do you do? What's your why? How in the world are you keeping this thing all together? I.e., what is your self-care modality? So I'll start with myself. Who am I? Who am I is a woman. I'm a sister. I'm a cousin to my favorite cousin on my mother's side. Rest in peace, Rosetta Bonner. There's not a day that there's not a day that does not go by that I don't think about you and remember you. Ooh, we had some times. We had some good times. I'm also an auntie. I'm a pet parent. I'm a fiance. I'm a daughter, and I too am a niece. What do I do? Well, I'm so glad you asked. I help women over the age of 40 specifically, yet not exclusively, get unstuck, en route from where they are to where they want to be in their fitness and their financial lives. Woo! Why? Because I love myself so much today that I want to share and experience that love with other women exactly where they are. How am I keeping this thing all together? Ooh, it all depends on what time of the day, what day of the week. My self-care modality, hands down, and I feel like self-care is one of those words that might be overused. I don't think, for me, self-care is not going to get my hair done. It's not getting my nails done. Sometimes it's a massage because that is both preventative and that really helps me because I do a lot. I work out a lot. My muscles, my joints, my hips are super duper tight. So that is one way that I care for myself. But it goes much deeper than that. My self-care modality is running, reading, mindfulness meditation, body scan meditation, transcendental meditation, and exercising and praying. I am in a perpetual state of convening and fellowshipping with God all day long. Are y'all ready for the Fee King Show? Woo! Really soon, my producer extraordinaire, he's going to give me some drums. He's going to give me some fireworks. He's going to give me all the things. I'm so excited. Today, we are talking about, are you afraid of getting feedback, critique, maybe even criticism? Are you open to feedback, critique, criticism? I feel like this show is dedicated, or it is in homage to those of us who are entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, small business owners, big business owners, franchisees. We are LLCs, S Corps, C Corps. We are desiring to be in business. We have a vision, and your business could be that of an artist, like you are managing and running your own business, whether you're a producer, director, actor, writer, set designer, costume designer. I could go on and on. Are you afraid of receiving feedback, critique, and or criticism? Are you open to feedback, critique, criticism? Like, do you really want to know if you're doing a great job, or do you not want to know? And you want to just keep on doing things the way you've been doing them because you think that it's working for you. And it might not be working for your clients and your customers. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Feedback sometimes brings up my FOMO. Sorry, it sometimes brings up my, imposter syndrome. And I still have a challenging time with that word because that's not a word that we grew up in. We grew up in lack of confidence. I realize that sometimes feedback is a trigger for me. Sometimes I don't want it. I avoid it at all costs. And I was like, woo, girl, you get to continue to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I get to continue to get really comfortable with being uncomfortable. Receiving feedback, asking for feedback makes me very uncomfortable. And I said, what can we do to pivot? What can we do to reframe that? What are you, King, willing to do to embrace that? And I was like, woo, I'm willing to jump in the fire. And then I said, well, maybe it's not fire. And then I said, woo, I'm ready to jump in the ocean. And then I said, but you can't swim. And I was like, God dog it. Okay. Woo, maybe I'm ready to head full force into it. And I said, yes, embrace it. Get uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. We are on day 5 of my 7-day abs, ass, arteries, back fat fitness challenge. Today is day 5. And there's a couple people in our challenge. I'm so grateful. Firstly, let me just say thank you to the women who are entrusting me to go on this journey with them and to guide them and to lead them on this journey. We have 8 women, 9 including myself, 10 actually including Sekou Rights, because I opened it up to men. I said, please bring your partners because listen, it ain't no fun if my man can't have none. And if I'm getting healthier and fitter and he's not, there's going to be an imbalance in our relationship. So we are on this journey together. I lovingly encourage and invite you. I lovingly encourage and invite you to invite your partner, whether it's your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your father. It is Father's Day weekend. Your father, maybe this is a gift that you give to your father, your lover, your boyfriend, your boo, your fiance, your husband. Go on the journey with him and or. And so there are a couple women in the group that have not been as vocal and participating in a way that makes me comfortable, right? Because if you're participating and if you're saying things and doing things and you're sharing, then I know, woo, she's getting some value. And then when you don't, I realize that my imposter syndrome starts to rear her ugly head. And I was like, God, dog, just when you think that you've gotten through something, you get to reassess it and continue to do some more work. One of the other things that I suffered from is caring far too much about people liking me. I really, really wanted people to like me. And I wanted people to see me in a great light and think that I was nice and kind and friendly and happy. And I was like, girl, you're exhausting you. I was exhausting myself because that's not who I am all the time. I'm multi-layered, multifaceted. And so I'm not always one way. But I also realized that I wanted to work on the need for people to like me. And that shows up in my business because this is very intimate. It's very personal. I did the thing. I reached out to that participant. And it took me 3 days. So we're on day 5. It took me 3 days to reach out to her. I chose to get out of my own way and I chose to open myself up to feedback, to critique, criticism. I chose to open myself up to that. Why? Because I really care about people's results. I've had a coach, and I remember my coach saying to me, Fee, do you lower your prices because you feel attached to people getting results? She said, because if you're putting out a program, if you're rolling out a program and you know that it works because you have lots of testimonies, you have recurring people coming back into your programs, whether it's personal one-on-one training, group training, whether it's being hired as a speaker. And so why do you feel the need to work so hard? I was like, that's a good question. And then I realized, yes, she's right. And then I really, because I know that it works, and I know when I say I know that it works, it's not that I work, it's that you get to do the work, and I get to lead you, and I get to join you, and I get to support you, because I've been there for myself. I've been a product of the product. I am still a product of the product. And I know how my life transformed. And I know, because of me giving this to myself, meaning showing up for myself to work out, showing up for myself to cook my food, showing up for myself to grocery shop and eat like I care, showing up for myself to be invested in learning more about product labels, food, what's in the food, and also knowing that there's no such thing as perfection. I show up and I do my best, yet I'm consistent. And so I said, I'm going to just open myself up and ask the question, because I want to continue to improve and I want women to get results. Rev Melissa said something really, really poignant today on her show, and I want to find that. Because I was writing it down, and she said, the hack is in doing and being. Let me say that. I reframed it. I said the hack, Rev Melissa said there is no hack. Like, there's no shortcut. I want to add to that and reframe it a little bit, which is the hack is in doing and being the work. That is the hack. And while I would love to be a trillionaire, a gazillionaire, by doing the work for you and you get the results. Let me say that again. What if I could do the work, the workout, the eating, the drinking, the mindfulness meditation, all of the things, getting out into nature, the negative ions? What if Fee King could do it for you and you get the results? How much would you pay for that? Right? It's just not possible yet. With technology, who knows? I reached out to this young lady who's in my group, and I want to share with you her response. This was her response. She said, the mornings have been really trying, but my schedule is a bit slammed this week and I'm traveling. Checking some of the content, and I'm loving the meal ideas, the food ideas. I'm going to aim for some morning walks with the parents, Saturday or Sunday. Inspirational content. Thanks again. So what I didn't say to the universe and to myself is, Fee King, are you open to praise? Are you open to, you're doing a good job? Are you open to someone saying, I find value in your program? I find value in your products. I find value in you. Are you open to someone saying, you know what? It's not you or the program, it's me. It's not you or the program, it's me. I think it's beneficial for us to be open to both sides. I feel amazing that I open myself up to receiving feedback, critique, and criticism. And now I get to open myself up even more to receive applause, praise, and you're doing a good job. You're doing all right, Fee King. Let me check in with the comments, and let's get into some hat game as we check in to the comments. Fatima West, thank you for sharing. Fatima West, thank you for sharing, because I'm about to drop a bomb. I'm about to drop a bomb in a few minutes. So keep tagging your sisters over the age of 40. And I want to share a story with you as we go into hat game. This is an Uber Chronicles story. Now, I don't have, see that little pinky? I'm without my favorite mug. I don't know if Sekou lost it, stole it, drinking from it, or if Nelson is drinking his water.
You got dollar bills.
I got dollar bills?
Yeah, on that mug.
Oh. It says my cup runneth over. See, listen. Thank you, Sekou, right? Yep. He said, yep. So, about a year ago, doing Uber, I pick up a passenger, an African-American woman, heavy set. Her house was far back away from the street. She had about 12 steps to walk down. So it took her a while to get to the car, when she was on her porch, she waved at me as if to say, I'm gonna be a minute, be patient with me, don't leave me. She gets in the car, we're doing the normal pleasantries, and I asked her how her day was. She said, well, besides going to the doctor, it's good. I was taking her to Johns Hopkins. She tells me that she's retired. And I was like, oh, how is that? And I was thinking, she just looked a little younger to me. She didn't look, I just wouldn't have thought retired. I really thought that I was taking her to work. And I said, so how's retirement? I'm all excited because I'm looking forward to it, but not really. I'm looking forward to a condensed version. She says, it would be good if I took care of myself when I was younger. I did not expect that. I did not expect her to say that. I said, what do you mean? She said, well, I wish I would have done some things different. I wish I would have listened and taken care of myself, because I think I would be able to really enjoy my retirement. Not only is my health suffering, these are her words, not only, and I'm shocked that I remember this story almost verbatim from a year ago. That's because the Uber stories are ingrained, embedded in my subconscious. Not only am I taking care of myself because my health is challenged or suffering, I'm taking care of my elderly mom. So am I enjoying retirement? Not really, because most weeks, 3 to 4 days out of the week, I'm either going to the hospital for myself, my own appointments, or I'm taking my mom to the hospital. And this was a time when I still was extremely self-conscious to share with people who I know needed what I do. I was self-conscious because I didn't want to be offensive. And I'm still struggling with that, because if someone, okay, here's an example. If someone sees me, I'm a barehead woman, and they have this magical, no, it's not magical because it's not magic. If they have this product that they know works for women who are suffering from alopecia, and they don't approach me, then they're not allowing me to take advantage of an opportunity that I might be interested and open to. You don't know until you ask. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. A closed mouth don't get fed if you don't open it. And so I wish that I would have given her my card and just shared with her. I would love to help her, because one of the things that I realized and I noticed, she needed to lose weight. She needed to lose weight. She was carrying way too much weight on her joints. And so when you think about sometimes our feet hurt, like really assess how much weight your feet is carrying on a day-to-day basis. Think about how much weight your knees are carrying, your hips, your joints. And so when she said that to me, I realized that this work that I do, and I've been working diligently to reach the 1 million woman mark, and I'm going to get there. I am confident that I'm going to get there, one woman at a time, one challenge at a time. The question on the table is, are you willing? Are you open to receiving feedback, critique, criticism? Are you open? Are you willing? I want to know who out there. Fatima West says, see, these are stories we need to hear. We don't have to retire in sickness or illness. We do not need 5 specialists. We can, on purpose, keep ourselves as healthy as possible. Amen. And absolutely, it is a choice. It is a decision, and you get to be willing. Now, sometimes you might see me working out and you're like, I can't do that. I don't even want to do that. I don't train anyone the way that I train myself. I don't train anyone the way that I train myself. So please don't look at what I do as the totality of Feast Fitness over 40 7-day, 5-day fitness challenges. All right. Thank you so much, Fatima West, for that. So listen, coming next, I'm so excited about this because I have something for my sisters over the age of 40 and the men that they love. Let's go. I'm excited about this, what I'm excited about this today is as someone who is a entrepreneur, as someone who is passionate and committed to what I do. And what I do is I speak life into those who have forgotten why they came to be here. Why this, excuse me, what kind of English is that? I speak life into those who have forgotten their purpose. And I was once that woman over the age of 40 who woke up and the whole of cards, the whole house of cards had fallen in. And I was like, what just happened? Like, I went to sleep Friday, things were okay, and now it's Saturday and it's all gone to hell. Like, what has happened? It's like you wake up and all of a sudden things are very different, from your health, your skin, your emotions, your hormones, your internal heat, your hair, or the lack thereof. It was as if it all shifted overnight. Everything changed. And while I thought I was in my midlife crisis, I now realize I was in a midlife reassessment, which is such an amazing place to be, because you have this blank canvas that you get to draw upon. We now, over the age of 40 and 50 and 60, we get to create the life of our choosing. And so with that, I said, the only thing I know that I can do right now in this moment, because I feel so immobilized, I feel so broken, I feel so angry and sad. The only thing I knew to do was to exercise. I didn't even address my food. I started with exercising. And I'm sure you're thinking, well, Fee, you're a trainer. At this time, I wasn't. But within me, who I am innately is a trainer. And not just a physical fitness trainer, but a mindfulness shift trainer, a newbie in the space of finance trainer. I knew to move. While I was in Orlando, Florida, I created this program in my mind, Fees Fitness Over 40. It took me about 2 years to really implement it because I was in the valley. And so I needed to get myself through the valley. I needed to get myself unstuck. I needed to get myself from where I was mentally, where I was with my emotions, where I was spiritually, which was like I was in a deficit spiritually, where I needed to get myself physically from there to where I wanted to be, in order for me to help other women get themselves from where they are to where they wanted to be. And so I created these challenges, and they've gone through many iterations, many shifts, and we've pivoted. And with the help of Fatima West, and she didn't even know that she was doing this. She wasn't doing it intentionally, but she's given me feedback. She's supported me. She's cheered me on. She's gotten results, which is the best thing that you could do for yourself and for me, is to get results, to show up and do the work. And we get to do it again. We get to do it again this Tuesday. I decided to open myself up for more feedback, more critique, more criticism, and more counsel. And I'm doing that from my mentor, Arlen Hamilton. She's a VC. She's an African-American woman. She was unhoused, sleeping on the floor of the San Francisco airport just 8 years ago. She's now blessed and invested in over 100 underestimated communities, businesses. And what she said was, if you want to impact and raise money for your business, I'm suggesting you create a campaign and put it on bump sale. Sekou and I Rights have watched this video about 3 times, and I've now been on the website, and I just said, I'm gonna pull the trigger. And so what I get to do is I get to lower the price. I get to create a campaign. I get to create some fun and a little bit of a contest and a sense of urgency. So I'm being fully transparent. I get to create urgency, fun, a little bit of a challenge. I get to drop the price because I get to work with a group of women. I have dropped the price of this next challenge, which is a 7-day ass lift. No more FUPA, that is fatty upper pelvic area. No more FUPA challenge for $2.99. That price has actually already gone up. So every time someone purchases the challenge, which starts next Tuesday, June 18th. Every time someone purchases a challenge, it goes up by $1.99. It caps off at the original price, which is $77.99. So don't stop. Get it, get it. Go grab it now. I will drop the link. I've actually already dropped it last night. I will be dropping the link all day. I will be going live with the extraordinary book author Latasha Jimerson today to talk about my challenge, to talk about how you can be an instrumental part of getting yourself from where you are in your physical fitness and your finances to where you want to be. One day, one challenge at a time. I will see you on the other side of health and wellness. It goes down again June 18th, 2024. It started out at $2.99 and it's going up and up and up. Get it right now while it's under $10. Get it right now while it's under $12. That's like 50 cents a day. Get it right now while it's under 14. Get it right now while it's under 18. The point is, get it right now. All right. So let's get into thanking some of my sponsors. I want to thank my sponsor, Her Glow Candy Shop. Her Glow Candy Shop, Miss Ife Thomas. You can check her out at herglowcandyshop.com. I absolutely love a statement piece. I absolutely love a conversation. I absolutely love pouring in to a Black-owned, female-owned business. Statistically, African Americans' money that we keep in our community only stays in our community one round, whereas other communities, Asians, Jewish, Caucasian, their monies, when they support their communities, when they pour into their communities, that money circulates throughout their community 8 times. And so while I'm not saying not to grocery shop at Trader Joe's and the big grocery stores and all of that, and what I am saying is there are so many incredible Black-owned, female-owned businesses that we can do business with, that we can pour into. I choose to pour into Her Glow Candy Shop for my accessories. I also choose to do with Free Your Soul Publishing, Bobby Tamir out of St. Thomas. Check him out on Facebook, IG, YouTube. I also really love to get in bed with Get Rich 101, who sponsors Fee King. There are Black people in Omaha arm of the Fee King Show. I love partnering up with my Sekou Rights. I love doing business with Sekou Rights. I love learning about money and growing money with Sekou Rights. I also love a workout and a word with the one and only Rev. Melissa, Senior Minister of Rockland CSL. We gets it in, we gets down, we lace you with that workout and that word every Wednesday. Woo! 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 25 minutes. We are breaking up your day. We're giving you that midday workout and we're lacing you with that spiritual word. Check us out on my page live. I post the link so that you can join us actually on StreamYard, and you can also join us from the comfort of your home, your office, your park, wherever you are. Create a habit. Consistency is key. Consistency is key. Consistency is key. And then I want to thank myself. I want to thank you, Fee King. I want to thank you for not giving up. I want to thank you for still being here. I want to thank you for digging deep and finding more reasons to serve, more ways to serve, more reasons and more ways to impact, and more reasons and more ways to shine from the inside out. I will see you all on the other side of health and wellness. This is the Fee King Show. Have an amazing, delicious, positive, possible, productive, wealthy, abundant day, weekend, month, the rest of this year, more importantly, for the rest of your life. I'm out. Deuces.